Hello, and welcome back to Awareful, session 9. Thank you again so much for joining me. So today is about understanding how patience and acceptance play their roles in mind training or mindset training. So starting with patience. Now, patience is exactly that. Pausing, noticing, not getting on your case when things aren't going right. Being patient. I heard a wonderful teacher say to me, patience is not about waiting patiently in a queue. It's about how we wait patiently in that queue. Can we notice our breath? Can we bring some compassion to those that are around us? And I just thought I'd throw that in there. I don't know why, for some reason, but it's an interesting fact. Patience, waiting patient and patiently is two totally different things. It was a wonderful lesson and something that I reflect on all the time. Often when I'm queuing, I just sort of, it's okay to be patient, but can I bring some kindness into that patience as well? Can we create a little bit of space as we wait to manage how we're thinking and feeling as well? It is simply being patient. Acceptance is another one of those key ingredients to a fruitful practice. The first real opportunity to bring some curiosity into how we may be feeling. With patience, we bring some space into that moment. And in that space, acceptance helps us to understand and be curious whether we need to exert all this energy and emotion into what we're doing right now. More often, the answer is going to be no. Now let me give you a little example. You're driving into work, you've had a good morning, maybe your wife or your husband's decided to make you coffee in bed for the first time ever. Maybe you did it and it felt nice, whatever it is. Now, as you're driving, this person cuts you off out of nowhere, and the next thing you do, you're both tooting horns and swearing and giving hand gestures, and telling them where you think they should go. I had a coffee cup thrown at me the other day, and people, we completely lose it. And as we move on from the scene, maybe they turned right and you went straight on, still angry, fuming. Maybe everyone is moving slower now. Maybe loads of things have changed. And this anger comes with you into the office too, or wherever you're going, back home. You get in, normal number of emails, but it just seems more. You're then cursing how many emails you had that morning. Maybe there was someone from a different area asking you a simple question and you go back curtly to them. And this goes on and on and on. You're probably telling everyone as well about this particular driver, what an arsehole he was, and what they did and how they cut you off and you almost died and all the rest of it. This simple thing that happened, well, it's not simple, but it happened, everyone survived, has completely ruined your day and probably affected a lot of other people as well. But what you didn't know was that other driver came and did this mindset training with me. They accepted that they didn't know who was at fault. And they probably even felt bad, losing their head, and began to try and calm themselves down. It just did some simple breathing practices. Kept reminding themselves that all is okay. I'm going to do better next time. And they didn't think about you all the day. They didn't complain about you. They enjoyed their lunch. They went home. They didn't talk to anyone about you. The wife, the husband didn't know anything. They just got on. Acceptance, such a simple word, but it can be an overwhelming term. But wonderfully with this mindset training, we're not trying to accept everything. We're just trying to work a little closer with this moment and how we're feeling within it. Making this moment, just right now, a little simpler. Not worrying about later, not worrying about the past, just now. I was told so wonderfully when I was struggling with anxiety and trying to understand this practice that all I needed to do was just make my next minute count. And if it doesn't, you can make the next minute after that, and so on and so on. And when life takes a dip, comparing how we were or where we would like to be is like throwing some extra weight into your backpack of troubles. So we just work 1 minute at a time. Some good, some bad minutes, but a positive process of patience acceptance, and ultimately compassion. We just start getting the little things right, focusing on the little bits, 1 minute at a time, bit by bit by bit, building back that reservoir, our reservoir of resilience, minute by minute. Now, mindset training, mindfulness meditation, whatever you want to think about it, for me has been the best thing I've ever learned. And I would recommend it to absolutely everyone. It helps me step back from situations, to create that space to be a bit more intelligent, more understanding, less negative, and definitely less biased, although it's something that my wife would probably tell you I need to work a little bit more on. I remember in a job, being reprimanded because I was being too kind to the customers. Now today, I've included another meditation for you to practice, only a short one, called the breathing space. Now with much gratitude, see you in session 10, where we'll focus a bit on the psychoeducation, or what is this mind that we have, this enigma. And have an amazing rest of your day.